Alrighty, what's up, everybody? Peter Gilmore here for this late Thursday night video, right here on the home of the Gilmore Chronicles, TGC Reborn. This is episode number 177 of the Gilmore Chronicles Reborn series. Thank you all for watching. Make sure you like this video, hit that subscribe button down below, and subscribe to all my other channels down there in the description box. Follow me on Facebook and follow me on Twitter, and share this video all over the goddamn internet. But most importantly, tap that bell and turn on all my notifications so you never ever miss an upload, and you can get my notifications when my videos go live. My videos go up or when I go live, so you'll be the first one to watch my videos. And if I go live, you can come in the chat and chat with me about whatever topic I do. And that's all I gotta say about that. I mean, move on from there. That's all I gotta say about that. All right, this is video number 2 of the night. Check out my video on the Peter Gilmore YouTube wrestling channel. I talked about AEW's rating, which was a surprising rating, 928,000 views. Number 6 last night in the cable ratings, 0.36 demo for the 1849 demo. That was a big shock. I didn't even think they were gonna get 900,000. I was thinking maybe 800,000 at most. But I mean, they just dominated this week so far. I mean, not really head to head, but but AEW dominated this week, and NXT got 849,000 views. So they didn't do that bad with Super Tuesday, with that 60-minute Iron Man match for the vacant NXT World Title between Ciampa, Gargano, Finn Balor, and Adam Cole, baby. And this Tuesday night, we got Super Tuesday 2, which will have the main event of Adam Cole, baby, and Finn Balor for the NXT World Heavyweight Title. And we'll see who wins that one. And that's all I gotta say about that. Finn Balor! Sorry. It's cold. It's just killing me. I think I might have the COVID virus. I don't know. No, I'm just kidding. I don't have this fucking virus. This fucking virus can suck my fucking cock. And that's all I really gotta say about that. So 2 times already I beat it, so I might have to go for a 3rd time. I'm not sure, but right now I don't have any symptoms. I don't feel anything. Rosa's gone 3 times now. Well, about to go. She just went 3 times. I don't know the results for the 3rd test yet. She's gonna go a 4th time. So pray for Rosa. Pray for the mighty Queen of Extreme. And that's pretty much all I gotta say about that. And then we move on. All right, so check out the video down below where I talked about the AEW ratings. I talked a little bit about Brock Lesnar becoming a free agent. Though the rumors of him maybe going to AEW, though I kind of shot those down and said that he was coming back at the Royal Rumble to win the Royal Rumble and face off against Roman Reigns for the Universal title, and beat Roman Reigns and win the Universal title again, and then hold it hostage for another year or so. But we'll see what happens with that, and we move on from there. Then I talked about Kevin Nash, AJ Styles, and The Rock all having COVID. AJ and Nash had it, and Rock now has it with his family, and they're doing better, thankfully, and they're gonna beat this fucking virus, and everything's looking good for the Rock's family, and that's awesome. And that's pretty much all I gotta say about that. Now this fucking virus is still around, but it's gonna be around for the rest of this year, and then it's gonna merge with the flu. We're gonna get a really bad winter for people who, if they get the flu and they get the coronavirus at the same time, you're fucked. So, thankfully, I got my flu shot about a week or so ago, maybe a couple weeks ago. So I got that. So hopefully I'll be immune from the flu. I haven't had the flu in a long time. Every time I got my flu shot, I've been immune from the flu. Rose, she doesn't listen to me, and I tell her to go get the flu shot early. So, but she usually, sometimes, I think the last couple years she's gotten sick from the flu, and I have to buy her freaking medicine, and it's just not good. She stays home, and then I have to be away from her. And God forbid I get her sickness, which I've tended to have. So I'm gonna hope that when she comes back, maybe when she's away now, so when she comes back, I could when she gets the COVID test, I'm gonna tell her go get the flu shot too. So you get the swab up the nose, and then you get a shot in the arm. Two for the price of one. So like when November, December, January, and February come, you don't get fucking sick, and God knows what might happen. Hopefully she gets it, and if she doesn't, then I'm gonna have a big problem. If she gets the flu, and it turns out to be something else. Too much beer tonight. And we'll see what happens with that. So pray for the missus, and that's all I gotta say about that. All right, talked enough about that crap. So check out the video. Link is in the description box. And that's that. All right, on this late Thursday night, September the 3rd, 2020, or if you're watching now from somewhere else, it is now September the 4th, 2020, about the start of the Labor Day weekend. Gonna be a good weekend. Here in the Northeast, it's not going to rain, not going to be that. Well, tomorrow's going to be the hot day, and then Saturday, Sunday, and Monday are going to be pretty nice, not cool, comfortable, and that's going to be nice. Enjoy the Labor Day weekend. Most of you people have 4-day weekends. I got a 1-day weekend because I got tomorrow off. Then I got to work Saturday, Sunday, Monday, all long hours. Well, Sunday and Monday, long hours. So, got to make the money you wish you had. And Monday I get time and a half. So, so I get the holiday pay, which is all nice and good. And then we get ready for September 11th, the 19th anniversary of September 11th. So I'm almost getting to 20. To next year will be 20 years of since the 9/11 9/11 tragedy in New York City and in at the Pentagon. And so many lives lost, so many firefighters lost during the Twin Towers coming down, and the plane going down by the Pentagon, whatever all that crap. So we have that. Gonna be 8 years since Superstorm Sandy here in the Northeast and Jersey, and mostly in Brooklyn, and mostly in the Northeast, like Brooklyn, a little bit of the city, and mostly Long Island, and maybe a little bit of Connecticut. But yeah, that storm really packed a punch back in 2012. Just sad, and a lot of people lost their houses, and they now, it's 8 years later. Most of them have gotten it back. I don't think I've heard anybody around my area who lost their house. It was still dealing with the crap from Sandy, but it is what it is. Thankfully, the only thing I lost in my house during Superstorm Sandy was my refrigerator. That was the only thing that got messed up. That was it. And that was that. We stayed in the house, and then the water started rising, and then we went to the attic. And I got scared. I thought the house was gonna go underwater, and I was gonna I possibly die. But thankfully, I the water started to recede about 8, 9 o'clock at night, and then we got rescued by a boat and went to a shelter for the night, and then we woke up the next morning and assessed the damage. And like I said, we lost our refrigerator, and then we had thankfully the Red Cross came, where we got a whole bunch of food and stuff. We had no power for like 3 weeks, which sucked. We had to go, we had to charge our phones at a funeral home that had power, and then I went to my uncle's house to charge my phone and sleep over because the house was still kind of messy and wet and all that shit. And then after that, it fucking snowed. Right, like maybe a couple days after Sandy hit, it snowed. We got about like 6 inches of snow. So that was that. I had to help my dad out because his job got he lost a lot of stuff in his store, and had a sinkhole in the backyard that we had to fix. We had to take out the concrete, and it was just a mess, and dirt and mud. We gotta change pants and shirts. It was just a mess, and I had to worry about my house, and I had to worry about my parents' house. So I had to go like 3 places. I had to go to my parents' house to help out getting stuff from the basement and putting it out for garbage collection. So that was a pain in the ass, and I had to help my dad at his job to do that. And it was just a pain in the ass. Like other places, I didn't work where where I'm working now, but every time it rains at where I'm working now, we get a nice big flood in the basement. And when Superstorm Sandy hit, I imagine that all the stuff that was in the basement gone, all the paper towel, the food, and just had to get rid of that. The store had to close for a while, I would assume, but thankfully and hopefully we'll never get another Superstorm Sandy in the future. But you never know. With the way this year's gone, who knows? So we're already at September the 4th right now. As of this recording, it's September the 4th, almost 12:30 at night. So still in hurricane season. Got another about a month and change of that. So who knows? What could happen between now and basically the beginning of November, when hurricane season just about ends, and then we turn the clock forward on November 1st. So the sun will go down about 4:30. So you don't get a lot of sunlight. And by the time you got to go to work at like 5 o'clock, you'll be going in the dark and coming home really in the dark. But it is what it is. That's all I really got to say about that. Let's move on from there. All right. As the title below says, this is episode 177 of the Gilmore Chronicles. And on this episode of the Gilmore Chronicles, I'm here to give you my AEW All Elite Wrestling All Out pay-per-view predictions. All Out comes your way this Saturday night from Daly's Place in Jacksonville, Florida, on the Fight Network and the Bleacher Report and wherever else they're gonna broadcast it from. And that's that. They're gonna have the Red Carpet Show at 5:30. Then they're gonna have another one at 7 o'clock on their YouTube channel. I think they're having something on TNT as well. I think the Road to All Out. So check that out on Saturday. Not that I'm gonna watch it because I'll be at work. And then I'm gonna watch like most of the pay-per-view at work. Because because I get out at 9:30. By the time I get home, the pay-per-view just about. By the time I get home, probably the pay-per-view just about to be over or be almost over. So I'll catch I might catch the ending of it, which will probably be Jon Moxley and MJF for the AEW World Title. But we'll see what happens with that and what happens. And then later Saturday night, I'll give you my All Out review on the Peter Gilmore YouTube wrestling channel. So check that out this Saturday night. And then that'll be it. Then we begin a new week. We got Monday Night Raw on Labor Day. We got the Labor Day edition of Monday Night Raw. Then we got Super Tuesday 2 for NXT. And then on Wednesday night, AEW once again. And then Friday night, SmackDown. So next week, lots of videos coming your way as well. So enjoy. And tap the bell to get notified when those videos go up. And that's it. All right, so I'm going to give you my all-out predictions for the show on Saturday night. And let's get to it. We got 8 matches on the card. The card is stacked with good stuff. And if you want to chime in the chat, we want to talk a little bit about AEW. We'll talk a little bit about it, not too long, because I got other things to do, and I want to go to bed probably in another hour or two, a couple hours. Not that I got anything to do tomorrow, but I'll probably just do some dishes. I gotta clean a little bit of the house, and that'll be it. And then I got a long weekend of work. Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. Sunday and Monday I'm working till Sunday I'm working till 11 o'clock, so I'll be home on Sunday, then just chill on Sunday night. Most of the day, Labor Day, I gotta get up early and I gotta get out of the house by like 2 o'clock because I gotta go to work at 3 o'clock. And then I gotta go all the rest of the day, all the way up until about 11. I get out at 11, but I gotta wait for overnight to come in, so I'll probably be out by maybe by 11:15, 11:30, and then I'll go. Then I gotta come home. Gotta watch Monday Night Raw. I gotta skim through Raw. I'm not gonna watch all the matches and stuff. I'll watch the segments and the segments and the interviews and stuff. But most of it I'm gonna skim through. I'm gonna skim through most of the matches until I get to the ending and say like, oh, who won? This guy won. And then that'll be that. And then Monday night, and then right after that, I'll do my Monday Night Raw review. And then I'm off Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. So you get your NXT review right after NXT Super Tuesday goes off the air on Tuesday, and the same thing for the aftermath show of AEW on Wednesday night, and that'll be it. And that's that. So let's get to it. So we started with the buy-in, which is the pre-show, and we got only one match on the pre-show. We got Dr. Britt Baker, DMD, baby, taking on Big Swole in a tooth and nail match. Now, we heard about this match last night on AEW. Swole was in the audience, and then she got attacked by Britt Baker and Rebel, as Rebel was dressed as a pizza delivery girl. And Britt Baker beat her up with the crutch, and then she shoved her face in the pizza, which did not have pineapple on it. But and she just beat the crap out of her. And Big Swole was saying, "It's like I'm gonna come to your job, and we're gonna fight." So I don't know if this is gonna take place in Britt Baker's in a dentist's office. I don't even know what a tooth and nail match is. Like I said, I think it's like they're gonna use dentist's equipment, like a drill, the things they use in the dentist's office, I would assume, or it's just gonna be a hardcore street fight. So we'll see if it happens if it happens in the dentist's office or it happens in the ring. But these two have gone at it. Britt Baker coming off her knee injury a couple months ago, and then She started up with Big Swole, and what became of that over the last month and change, and that's that. So it's gonna come to a head. But in the end, I'm gonna go with Dr. Britt Baker, DMD, baby, to pick up the win. I think she's gonna start her run to the women's title, which either Hikaru Shida or Thunder Rosa might get, but we'll see what happens with that. I think Britt Baker was, start on her road, beat some women up, and we'll see what happens with that. And we're gonna move on from there. So Britt Baker will win the pre-show match, the tooth and nail match, and we'll see what happens after that. All right, I'm taking these matches from the Wikipedia page. I'm gonna go from bottom up as it says on the page. So we're gonna do that. So we're gonna start off the main show. I'm gonna start off with Matt Hardy, broken Matt Hardy. Yes, well, not regular Matt Hardy, taking on Sammy Guevara, the Spanish God, in a broken rules match, whatever that is. And if Hardy loses, he must leave AEW. So a lot on the line in this match. Now, this match came about, when Matt Hardy joined up with the Elite when he first came into the company a few months ago. And then he was part of the Elite when they were fighting the Inner Circle. Then he was in the Stadium Stampede match, where it was kind of funny. He got thrown, he got drowned, and then he came back as broken Matt Hardy. He just beat the crap out of the Inner Circle, and then he just started this feud with Sammy Guevara. They started beating each other up, and then Sammy botched a chair to the face, and he threw this, not a regular chair. He threw like a dining chair right in Matt Hardy's face, busted him wide open hard way, then put him to a table. And then Matt Hardy says, "I'm gonna," he said on his YouTube show and in interviews, I'm gonna kill Sammy Guevara. He said, you can't kill me, blah blah blah. And then Hardy got his revenge a couple weeks ago. It was not this week. I think it was last week, or the week before, where he put Sammy to it. He beat up Sammy when Sammy was doing his cue card thing, and beat him up, and then threw him off the stage to a table. Then they had that tables match last week on the program, where busted up Sammy Guevara because he had a big cut on the side of his head. Put Matt Hardy through a table which said delete on it. So he won that match. And now I assume Matt Hardy wanted revenge for the tables match, and he's coming out with this broken rules match, which I have no idea what it is. Is it a hardcore match, or is it a new concept match? I don't know. I think it's a hardcore match with weapons and stuff like that, but we'll see what happens with that. And Hardy's had problems with Sammy over the last couple weeks. Sammy's got the better of him, but I think in the end, in this match, I'm going to go with Matt Hardy to pick up the victory. I think he's going to beat the crap out of Sammy like he did in that tables match. Might see some blood. I don't know, but I think it'll start off with Matt Hardy. Matt Hardy being Matt Hardy, then end with Matt Hardy being broken and become broken Matt Hardy. And we'll see what happens with that. So I'm going to go with Matt Hardy to win. If he does lose, I don't think he's going to leave AEW. I think he's just going to come back as broken Matt Hardy, or just call himself Damascus. I don't know, but we'll see what happens. But I got Matt Hardy to win this hardcore style match. And that's pretty much all I got to say about that. So Matt Hardy will pick up the victory, and we move on from there. All right, then we get to Jurassic Express, Jungle Boy Jack and Luchasaurus taking on the Young Bucks. Matt and Nick Jackson in a tag team match. This match came about from last night, where the Bucks and Jurassic Express teamed up to face SCU and Private Party. The winners would face off against each other at the pay-per-view. So the Young Bucks pick up the victory, and they will face Jurassic Express. So this should be a pretty fun match. I think it'll be not the match. I don't think it'll be match of the night, but we'll see what happens with that. I'm gonna go with. I think it's gonna be obvious that the Young Bucks are gonna win this one because they're gonna be turning heel eventually during the night. I think they're gonna, they're gonna win the match and then maybe beat up Jurassic Express and showing their, teasing their heel turn later in the night. So I think that the Elite will turn heel, and I'll get to why that will be in a minute. So Young Bucks will get the win. I think they'll super kick Jungle Boy Jack or super kick Luchasaurus out of his boots, or then hit the the BTE trigger, I should say, on him, and then pick up the win. So the Young Bucks will pick up the victory, and I think they're gonna start a feud with FTR when FTR wins the tag team title. So I gave away one match, so it is what it is. I think the Young Bucks, the heel Young Bucks, will face off against the face FTR with Tully Blanchard, and that's going to lead up to a tag title match at the next pay-per-view, which I believe is Full Gear 2, sometime in November. I think it's maybe the week after Hell in a Cell, and we'll see what happens to that. So November is going to be a big month. You got Hell in a Cell, Full Gear, NXT TakeOver. I thought there was going to be a regular NXT TakeOver in October, but I found out on the Joe Cronin show that it's going to be NXT UK TakeOver, which is going to be in Dublin, Ireland, or somewhere in Europe. But it is what it is. I think it's going to be in Ireland, or it's going to be taped in London. But we'll see what happens with that. So the next TakeOver show, regular NXT TakeOver show, will be on Survivor Series weekend, and that'll be War Games. I think it's going to be on November the 21st, and then Survivor Series the next day, November the 22nd, I believe. Could be wrong on the dates, but it is what it is. And then after that, go to December, and we're going to have TLC on December the 20th, and we're getting a NXT special takeover sometime early to mid-September as well. So got 2 takeovers left for the year, and it should be good. And then I don't know if they're gonna have a takeover Royal Rumble weekend, or they're gonna go up to have another takeover. The first takeover in 2021 will be in February, and then the next one they're gonna have another takeover. It's WrestleMania weekend, of course. So WrestleMania Los Angeles or WrestleMania wherever WrestleMania is gonna be, and that's that. So we'll see what happens with that. So we'll see what happens. So, going back to my original point, so I got the Young Bucks picking up the victory, and later on, I think they're gonna turn heel with Mr. Kenny Omega, but I'll get to Kenny in a minute, and that's that. All right, we get to our next match, an 8-man tag team match. We got the Dark Order: Brody Lee, Colt Cabana, the man who sucks dick, Evil Uno, and Stu Grayson, the Super Smash Brothers, taking on Matt Cardona, otherwise known as Mr. Woo Woo Woo, Zack Ryder, Scorpio Sky, and the Natural Nightmares of Dustin Rhodes and QT Marshall, with the lovely Allie at ringside. I don't know if Brandy will be at ringside. I think we probably won't see Brandy for a while because she's probably taking care of Cody, and Cody probably won't be coming back for a while. I think he's going to take the rest of the year off and then come back. Maybe it might come back at Full Gear. He might not come back until January. Who knows? They're going to really play this little storyline off that Brody Lee beat the little crap out of him, and Cody is seriously hurt, and he got injured by Brody Lee, and then Cody's going to come back eventually. But I don't think he's going to be a face. I think he's going to come back as a heel. But and then maybe go after the champion, whoever it may be. But yeah, I have to pick my nose. It is what it is. So we'll see what happens. So this match came about really last week, and then kind of intensified. Didn't really intensify last week. It intensified last week, where the Dark Order were beating up on the natural. They had a match with the Natural Nightmares. They beat the Natural Nightmares, and then they started beating them up, and then Scorpio Sky came out to try to even the odds, and then we see Matt Cardona come out, hit the Rough Rider on Evil Uno, and they fended off the Dark Order, most of the Dark Order, and that was that. So this should come to a head. I'm gonna go with the Dark Order to pick up the victory. Matt. I think this is Matt Cardona's last appearance in AEW. He was only on a five show appearance contract. So I believe this is his last appearance we'll see of Matt Cardona, unless he signs with AEW. I don't know. I don't know if he has signed or he's going to sign, or if he's going to just be in AEW, for this little feud, and then leave AEW, possibly go to TNA and be with his buddy Brian Myers, and maybe they'll reform the Major Brothers in TNA, and possibly they will win the TNA tag team titles. Who knows? But I don't see. I don't think Matt Cardona is gonna get a contract in AEW unless him and Cody work out a contract, and then Matt Cardona can be in AEW. But it'd probably be highlighted on Dark most of the time. I don't think he'll get that much TV time on the main show, but it is what it is. So, like I said, I'm going with the Dark Order to pick up the victory, and that's pretty much all I can say about that. So, Dark Order will pick up the victory. All right, then we get to the 21-man Casino Battle Royale match, where the winner receives a future AEW World Title match, a World Title shot. So we got the participants: Darby Allin, Lance Archer, the Murder Hawk, the Machine, Brian Cage, and his partner Ricky Starks, Pentagon Jr., the man who has zero miedo, Ray Phoenix, the Butcher, and the Blade, and Eddie Kingston, and that little faction that he has right now with Pentagon Jr., Ray Phoenix, and the Butcher and the Blade. We also got Sean Spears, Billy and Austin Gunn. We got Jake Hager, Santana Ortiz from the Inner Circle. And then we got the best friends, Chucky T and Trent, and the ever-popular TBD. So somebody's going to make their return, or somebody's going to debut. I don't know who's gonna be. It might be Eric Rowan, because there was a lot of rumors, and spoilers saying that Eric Rowan was gonna appear and beat up Cody Rhodes, but that didn't happen. And then there were people saying that Eric Rowan was gonna show up in AEW and be part of the Dark Order. I guess those rumors got shot down. I don't know what's happening with Eric Rowan at this point. So we'll see what happens. So Eric Rowan could be the mystery guy. It could be a woman. It could be, I don't know. So we're going to have to find out on Saturday. But my pick in the match, it could go to anybody, but I'm going to go with Darby Allin to pick up the victory, and get another title shot, either against Moxley or MJF. But now that Darby Allin's in a feud with Brian Cage and Ricky Starks, Darby could get an FTW title shot, possibly win the FTW title, and after he finishes up with Ricky Starks, and then you got Lance Archer and Brian Cage going at each other's throat, which could lead to an FTW title match maybe on Dynamite in the coming weeks. That's that. And really everything else is just that. You got Pentagon Jr., Ray Phoenix, Butcher and the Blade, and Eddie Kingston. They formed their new group, which doesn't have a name. The last 2 weeks. You got Sean Spears, who's really doing nothing right now, though they might start up a group with Sean Spears, FTR, and maybe Adam Page, but we'll see what happens with that, calling them the new Four Horsemen. A lot of people think Cody was going to join, but I don't think that's going to happen. But you never know. You know, Cody might come back and get rid of Arn Anderson, and then sign up with Tully Blanchard, and then have a new Four Horsemen kind of stable. But even though that'll be maybe 5 if Adam Page joins, but I don't think he will. I think Adam Page might just go on his own and be a babyface. But I'll get to that in a minute. So I'm going to go with Darby Allin to win the Casino Battle Royale and get a future title shot, which may happen on AEW Dynamite, or they may save it for the next pay-per-view, whenever that, at a Full Gear too. But we'll see what happens with that, and we move on. All right, there we go to the first of the title matches we got for the AEW Women's World Title. We got Hikaru Shida taking on Thunder Rosa, the NWA Women's Champion. This is going to be a good match. I think it's going to be a highlighted match. You know, Thunder Rosa debuting in the company, basically doing vignettes, and then they had the contract signing a couple weeks ago. Not in the ring. It was doing a video package. And then Thunder Rosa had her debut match against Serena Deeb last night, which was very good. So she's ready to go. And Hikaru Shida has just had a great 2020, winning the belt from Nyla Rose, I believe, in February at the February pay-per-view, which was Revolution. And then she's just been going berserk on Dynamite, beating everybody from Penelope Ford to just random women. Now she's facing her biggest test in Thunder Rosa, and it's going to be a big test for Hikaru Shida. This could go either way. I'm going to go with Thunder Rosa to pick up the victory and become the AEW Women's World Champion and the NWA World Champion, because I think, barring that the NWA comes back, which I think they're going to soon, though I don't know about that the NWA and AEW have formed a little union. So maybe if NWA starts up again, we'll have people from the NWA show up on Dynamite or at pay-per-view, and vice versa. You'll have people from AEW jump over to the NWA and show up on NWA Power or a pay-per-view, and we'll see what happens with that. So I think Thunder Rosa is going to pick up the victory. It's going to be a good match, and that's all I can say about that. Anybody notice Hikaru Shida's? I think she got a new tattoo on her ass. Not her ass, but like her hip. I can't show it to you because I'm in my underwear. Right on the back of her butt, on the side of her ass, her sexy hot ass. Anybody see her shower video? Woo! My dick was out of tension, but I digress. She is one hot lady, and she could get on the list. She could really get on the list of my Asian persuasions. She could be in the top 4. I think she is in the top 4. With Asuka number 1, Kairi number 2, Io number 3, and she could be number 4 if she wanted to. All she has to do is call me, but that's it. We'll see what happens with that. Have her own shower scene. But I digress. So So Thunder Rosa is going to pick up the victory and win the Women's World Title and hold it with the NWA title. And that's all I got to say about that. And we're going to move on. All right, before we get to the last 2 matches, let's get to the what should be a very interesting match. I think this match might be match of the night. Actually, one of the matches of the night. We got Chris Jericho, Le Champion, the Demo God, taking on Orange Cassidy, freshly squeezed Orange Cassidy, in their third match in this little trilogy that they have, and this will be probably the final match they have. But it's not going to be any ordinary match. It's going to be a Mimosa Mayhem match. Basically, the stipulations are The match can only be won by pinfall, submission, or throwing your opponent into a tank of mimosa, which I assume will be outside the ring or maybe on the stage, or by the stage, or outside. I think it'll be outside the ring or by the stage area. We'll see what happens with that. But gonna have like, I don't know how, like 800 gallons of mimosa there. That's gonna be fun. They'll probably give some to the crowd, give some to the fans, in attendance, because there's gonna be fans in attendance for this pay per view on Saturday. That was just gonna be good. Not many fans, 10%, of course, and then eventually, maybe in a couple months, if everything goes right, they'll bump it up to 15%, which will probably be maybe around 500 fans, up to maybe 750 fans. I don't think they're gonna get to 1,000 fans, maybe till next year, when they bump that up to maybe 25%. But we'll see what happens when next year comes, and hopefully, we can get fans in the stands more frequently. Like maybe instead of getting 25%, we got 50%, and then we get to 75% by maybe the summertime, and then we have, we'll go back to the arenas like Madison Square Garden. We go back to the Barclays Center, go back to the Hammerstein Ballroom for Ring of Honor, or if New Japan has one. I know you have to wear a mask and there'll be social distancing and all that other shit. But, as long as we get the fans back, get back to some normalcy, hopefully next year, and concerts may be coming back, movies might be coming back, who knows? I don't know. We got the New York City malls are going to be coming back. That's nice. Hopefully the mall where I am is coming back. Not that I've gone there in the any time this year, but it'd be nice to go there maybe just to look at it. With the the new restrictions in the mall and everything. But we'll see what happens with that, and we'll see what happens with that. So, getting back to Chris Jericho, Orange Cassidy 3. The first match was pretty good. Jericho won. I believe it was at what was it? The Fight for the Fallen. Damn it, I forgot the pay-per-view name. Blah 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 blah. I gotta look this over. But I think. I know they had their second match was a couple weeks ago, which Orange Cassidy won with a mousetrap. I'm trying to figure out the first one. I think there wasn't that. Fighter Fest. That's what it was. So Jericho won the first match at a Fighter Fest, and the rematch on a couple weeks ago. Where Orange Cassidy won, that they had the debate, which was kind of funny. Basically, Orange Cassidy won that debate, even because he impressed Eric Bischoff so much with his, Mother Earth crap. And then over the past couple weeks, they've been going back and forth. Cassidy getting beat up. By the Inner Circle and getting drenched in the bubbly, and then Jericho getting drenched in orange juice and ruining his jacket. His $7,000 jacket. Then they had the rematch, and Orange Cassidy won, and basically didn't have to pay Jericho $7,000. And now over the last couple of weeks, they've been going at it. Jericho making the challenge for this third match, and he makes the Mimosa Mayhem match. It should be a good match, and last week on Dynamite, we saw Orange Cassidy rush the stage and beat up Jericho by commentary, and then last night on Dynamite, we saw Orange Cassidy come down to the ring and sit ringside while Jericho was beating the crap out of Joey Janela, and basically. He won the match, and then kind of conned up Orange Cassidy to come in. Orange Cassidy was getting beat up, and then he tried to hit the Superman punch, and Jericho left the ring thanks to Jake Hager. So this is going to come to a head. As much as I think it's in Chris Jericho's favor, but I'm going to go with Orange Cassidy to pick up the win and continue his little push that he's getting right now. And who knows, he may get a TNT title shot, or he may get a world title shot. But I think Jericho's going to put him over. I think Jericho's going to go in the tank. I think he's going to get thrown in the tank and just get embarrassed once again by Orange Cassidy. And Orange Cassidy's going to pick up the victory, win the feud. And that'll be it. Jericho will probably just be in the mid card now. I don't know what's going to happen with Jericho after he gets embarrassed by getting thrown into a tank of mimosa. But we'll see what happens with that. So Orange Cassidy will pick up the win, and that's all I got to say about that. So Orange Cassidy will pick up the victory, and yeah. All right. Then we get to I'm not gonna get to. I'm gonna take the tag title match last. We got the AEW World Heavyweight Title match. We got the champion Jon Moxley taking on MJF, Maxwell Jacob Friedman, with Wardlow at ringside, and maybe some of his security team. I don't know who else is gonna be there. I think Wardlow's gonna be there. Now, both of these guys are undefeated. Moxley winning the belt at Revolution, and he's held it for just about 6 months now, almost going on 7 months. Beaten, everybody, basically beaten all the challenges that came to him. Brody Lee, and he beat Brian Cage when he came back at Fight for the Fallen. And now he's got his biggest test to date in MJF, another one who's undefeated. He's been undefeated since he's debuted in he had a loss to a count-out loss to Jungle Boy that really he hasn't been pinned, but we'll see what happens with that. So this came about as MJF challenged Moxley for the title. He's sick of Moxley's dictatorship and getting everything he wants. And then when he was giving his speech, Moxley came out, hit the paradigm shift, laid MJF out, and then MJF came back and he was wearing a neck brace and he was in a walker saying like, "You broke my neck," But then eventually, as we saw last night, after Moxley defeated Max Sterling, his lawyer, when they made a contract for he signed the contract where Moxley's paradigm shift finishing move will be banned at All Out. So Moxley signed the contract, says I got other moves that I can use, blah blah blah. So then last night on Dynamite, we saw Moxley beat Max Sterling pretty easily, and then afterwards MJF comes out in the walker, and then we had Wardlow attack him and put him away with the F10, not one but two F10s, and then we see MJF come out with his walker. Then he takes off his neck brace, throws the walker away like he never got hurt, and he comes down, beats the crap out of Moxley. The Dynamite ring hits him in the head, hit Moxley in the head with it. It busts him wide open. Then he starts biting where he got cut. That's nasty and dangerous, but it is what it is. And then that was it. He just beat him up. He had blood on his shirt. And Moxley was just busted wide open. And MJF stood tall with the AEW World title. So we'll see what happens with that. I think it may be too early for MJF to get the title. I know he's been there since the beginning when he was a face, when he was Cody's little prodigy and everything. And then he turned on Cody. And he's been a heel since. I just think I think it may be too early, but as much as I originally had him in, but I'm thinking there might be a chance that Moxley will pick up the victory and retain the title, and then maybe MJF gets a rematch somehow, maybe on Dynamite, and then MJF wins the title at Dynamite, and then goes on to Full Gear and faces maybe Adam Page or faces somebody for the title. I think MJF will go on a nice little run with the title. But then again, if they go with Moxley to win, which I think they might, Moxley will win, and then he will face a heel Kenny Omega at Full Gear. And I don't think it'll be like an unsanctioned fight like they had back, you know, like in 2019. But who knows? Who knows what's going to happen by then? But I think Jon Moxley will somehow eke out the victory. I don't know if it's going to be clean and what move he could use to win. I'm thinking that near the end of the match, MJF will have the match won, and then he'll ask Wardlow for the ring, and they'll try to knock him out with the ring and try to bust him open again. And then, while then Wardlow will, he'll hit him, and then Moxley will avoid it. And then while the referee's back is turned, probably with Wardlow maybe getting on the apron or something, or distract the referee, Moxley will hit the paradigm shift and lay MJF out. And then when the referee turns around, 1, 2, 3, Moxley will retain the title. And then what we might see on this Wednesday night, MJF comes out, says Moxley should be stripped of the title because he used the paradigm shift. So I don't know what will happen there. They might strip Moxley of the belt, and then we have they have a vacant world title. I don't know, but I think that's what's going to happen. I think Moxley will hit the paradigm shift while the referee's back is turned, and he'll pick up the victory with that. And then they'll do something on Wednesday night where, like I said, MJF comes out and says that Moxley cheated. He used the paradigm shift. He should be banned. He should be stripped of the title. Blah blah blah. And then maybe we'll get a rematch on Dynamite, or we'll get something with that. And I think MJF might win the title. We'll see what happens. So I'm gonna pick Moxley. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. It is what it is. But I think Moxley will retain the title and then hold it till Full Gear, and then lose it to possibly lose it to a heel Kenny Omega. And that's it. That's that. And then speaking of Kenny, we get to the final match, which I don't think is going to be the main event. I think it's going to be just co-main event for the tag team titles. We got the champs Kenny Omega and Adam Page taking on FTR, the Revival, whatever you want to call them, Cash Wheeler and Dax Harwood with Tully Blanchard at ringside. This is going to be a great match. FTR winning the gauntlet match, becoming the #1 contenders. And then over the last couple of weeks, they've gotten in Adam Page's head. Then they had that thing with the Rock and Roll Express where they laid out Robbie Gibson, and then we see Adam Page come out near the end, and it's like, what the hell happened? Then they had that segment with him in the locker room of FTR, and kind of talking to him, kind of getting in his head. And then as we saw a week ago, where Adam Page cost the Bucks a chance to face them for the titles, and the gauntlet match, Adam Page got involved and cost the Bucks, and Matt and Nick Jackson got pissed off at him and they kicked him out of the Elite. And a lot of people said Adam Page was turned heel that night. I don't think he did. I think they just kicked him out, and the Bucks might have turned heel. But that, and then with Kenny, he's in tag matches and he's just beating the crap out of everybody, and the Bucks have to go, calm down, Kenny, So, and then we saw last night, FTR. I mean, he came out as FTR was facing off against Kenny, and Kenny's like, well, if you guys want to fight, then fight me. I'm ready. 2-on-1. I'll get beat up, but I'll still take you guys on. And then Adam Page comes out with his Jack and Coke, and gets in the ring, and basically they have they talk to Adam Page, and they, FTR's like, tell Kenny what we told you, blah blah blah, and Paige got like upset, and then Kenny's like, they're in your head, and they started pushing and shoving and everything, and then FTR tried to attack them, and then they grabbed the belts while Adam Page and Kenny Omega were arguing, and then Adam Page turns around and he's like, give me back my belts, and then FTR just dropped the belts at his feet while Kenny left the ring. So this is going to be a good match. I think it's going to be match of the night. I'm going to go with FTR to win the belts. I think near the end of the match, they'll go for the last call, but I think something will happen. I think Kenny's going to turn on Adam Page either during the match, near the end of the match, or after the match. When they lose the titles to FTR, Kenny will get pissed, beat the crap out of Adam Page. The Bucks will come out, try to stop Kenny, and then eventually they'll hit a triple super kick on Adam Page, and all of them will turn heel, and they'll be known as the Heel Elite, and that'll be it. And then Adam Page goes on a babyface run, and then him and Kenny will have a feud that may go all the way till Full Gear 2, but we'll see. So I think Kenny will turn. The Bucks will turn. It'll be a double turn tomorrow night with the Elite, and Page will be left all on his own and just be a singles wrestler and have a nice, good run and some good maybe a match with Kenny down the line. But then again, you can put Adam Page in with FTR. They have 6-man tag team matches on Dynamite. That could be pretty good, but we'll see what happens. So, like I said, I'm going with FTR to pick up the victory and win the tag team titles, and Kenny Omega and the Bucks will turn heel, and that's pretty much all I got to say about that. All right, to sum up, I got a Dr. Britt Baker DMD to win the pre-show match and that tooth and nail match. So I got Britt Baker to win. I got Matt Hardy to beat Sammy Guevara in the Broken Rules match. I got the Young Bucks to defeat Jurassic Express. I got the Dark Order to defeat Matt Cardona, Scorpio Sky, and the Natural Nightmares. I got Darby Allin to win the Casino Battle Royale and get a future world title shot. I got Thunder Rosa to beat Hikaru Shida to become the AEW Women's World Champion and the NWA Champion, even though the NWA title's not on the line. So it should be a double champion. I got Orange Cassidy to beat Chris Jericho in a Mimosa Mayhem match. I think he'll put Jericho in the tank. He'll throw Jericho in the tank of Mimosa, and we'll see that. I got Jon Moxley to eke out a victory over MJF and retain the AEW World title. I think he'll use the paradigm shift behind the referee's back and get the win. And then on Wednesday, MJF will just try to get Moxley stripped of the title since he used the paradigm shift when it was banned. But the referee might come out and says, "I didn't see it. My decision is final," and Moxley will win, and then I'll have a rematch. And I think MJF might win. Who knows? We'll see what happens with that. And last but not least, I got FTR to beat Kenny Omega and Adam Page to become the AEW World Tag Team Champions. And I see Kenny Omega and the Young Bucks turning heel on Adam Page and becoming the heel elite like they were in Japan. And Kenny will go back to becoming the cleaner. And that'll be it. And then Kenny Omega and Adam Page start their little feud that will go on for a while. And we'll see what happens with that. And the Young Bucks will get a tag team title shot against FTR, maybe either on Dynamite or most likely at Full Gear in November. But we'll see what happens with that. And Kenny and Adam Page might continue their feud all the way up to Full Gear. We'll see what happens with that. So that's it. That's my predictions. Thank you all for watching this video. Leave me your predictions down below in the comment section of the video. And if you want to do a video reply, go ahead and do it. And don't forget to smash that like button to death. Hit that subscribe button on this channel. Let's try to get it to 300 subscribers. And hopefully by the end of the year, we're at 258 now. Still a long way away from 300, but hopefully we'll get back to 300 subscribers. And if it takes the rest of this year to do it, or we get it next year, that's fine and dandy. I'm not gonna be mad about it. I'm still gonna be here on YouTube for the foreseeable future until I get bored of it or YouTube just shuts down. But we'll see what happens with that. And that's pretty much all I got to say about that. So thank you all for watching. Hit the like button. Hit the subscribe button on this channel, on all my other channels down below in the description box. Friend me on Facebook. Follow me on Twitter. If you're on Facebook, just type in Peter Gilmore. You'll find me somewhere. Maybe I'll friend you back. Maybe I won't. If you're on Facebook, if you're on Twitter, hit the Twitter link down below in the description box. And maybe I'll follow you. You can leave me a tweet. You can leave me a DM with your questions or whatever you want, and maybe we'll do a Q&A later on this year. We'll see. If I get bored and I got a lot of time left on it, we'll do that. But I got a lot of things happening over the next coming weeks. I got next episode. I got my NFL review, NFL preview for the season, which starts this next Thursday with the Kansas City Chiefs raising their Super Bowl banner, getting their Super Bowl rings. They will take on the Houston Texans at Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. They will have fans there. It should be nice. We'll see what happens. And so football will begin, and hopefully this fucking virus doesn't mess it up. And we'll see what happens with that. Then next Sunday, we got the regular schedule. The Niners will be facing Arizona in Arizona at 4:25. I don't know if the game will be on Fox in New York City, but we'll see what happens with that. The Jets will be playing, I believe, they're facing Buffalo in Buffalo, the first game of the season. They'll probably lose that game. I think Buffalo's going to be really good this year. Miami might be pretty good this year, and the Patriots won't be that much. And that's fine. And the Jets, I just think, will be either in third place or in last place again. We just have a really bad season. I think they're going to get 4 to 6 wins at most. But I'll talk about that on Tuesday with my NFL preview, and that'll be it for that. And then the New York Giants play on Monday Night Football. I think they play the Dallas Cowboys again. I'm not sure. I'm not going to bother looking in my books. I'm taking too much time as it is. So, but I'll talk about that, about the week 1 for the Giants and the Jets and the Niners this Tuesday afternoon on TGC 178. So check that out on Tuesday afternoon, and then stay later on Tuesday night for my NXT Super Tuesday 2 review. And that's pretty much all I got to say about that. So like I said, leave me your predictions for All Out down below, or you can send hit me up on Facebook or Twitter with a DM or a tweet. If you're on Twitter, you can hit me up with a DM or a tweet with your predictions. You can leave it down below in the comment section of the video with your questions as well. And that's pretty much all I got to say about that. So thank you all for watching. I'm Peter Gilmore. Enjoy the pay-per-view this Saturday. I'll be back to do the review on Saturday night when I get home from work. So probably around, I say about between 11 and midnight, I'll be doing my All Out review on the Peter Gilmore YouTube wrestling channel, and we'll talk about what happened, the surprises that might happen. Like I said, I think the Bucks will turn heel, and Kenny Omega will turn heel. Anna Page will be a face. FTR will win the tag team belts. Moxley might retain the belt against MJF. Thunder Rosa might win the women's world title, and other stuff on the show that may surprise you. Might get a return, might get a surprise in that Casino Royale match. We'll see what happens with that. So it's going to be good for the start of Labor Day weekend. Well, actually, tomorrow night, we've got SmackDown to start the Labor Day weekend, and it's going to be good. I think SmackDown will be pretty good. It'll be the start of the Roman Empire. We'll hear from Roman and maybe Paul Heyman tomorrow night, and we'll see what happens with that, and that's that. So thank you all for watching this video. Check out my video about the AEW ratings for this week, and me talking about Brock Lesnar becoming a free agent, and me talking about Kevin Nash, AJ Styles, and The Rock all having all had COVID. So check that video out. Link is in the description box. Give it a like, give it a thumbs up, share the video all over the internet, and don't forget to tap that bell on the channel and subscribe. And that's it. So subscribe to my channels, like the video, share the video all over the internet, friend me on Facebook, and follow me on Twitter. And don't forget to tap that bell, because if you don't tap the bell, you're going to miss out on a lot. And that's pretty much all I got to say about that. So that's it for my video. Thank you for watching. All Out's going to be epic on Saturday. Hopefully, we'll see what happens. And hopefully on Wednesday night for the Aftermath show, I'm hoping it pops 1 million views. I hope it does, but we'll see what happens with that. Because last night was kind of meh. They still got 928,000 views for a meh go-home show. That's not bad for a meh show. It is what it is. So I think next week might pop 1 million. Maybe, might. But if more and more people watch AEW on Wednesday night, I think it could possibly get pop 1 million views. But we'll see what happens with that. And that's it. All right, everybody. Thank you for watching. I'm going to edit up this video. Then I'm gonna have I had ice cream. I might have some cereal because I'm kind of craving some cereal right now. So I'll have my cereal. Edit the video. Just float around the internet for a little while. Maybe watch a movie, or maybe just watch some videos on YouTube and watch a movie. We'll see what happens with that. And that's all I got to say about that. So thank you for watching. Peter Gilmore signing off. I love you all. I'll see you guys tomorrow night on the Killer of Demons channel for my SmackDown review. Should be a pretty good show tomorrow night. And I'll be here tomorrow to give you all the analysis and the review and get you ready for the Labor Day weekend. And that's all I got to say about that. So thank you for watching. Peter Gilmore signing off. Peace, bitches.